The objective of today, I want to kind of put it into very clear context, as the topic says, alchemy of resilience. I will tell you my life story as part of the journey, what I've had, and also I will give you a tool. So this is how I was when I was 11-year-old, sitting at the last bench, just wanting to give all my scream, and I was the most notorious kid, as what teachers used to say, and my parents have had to go a lot of trouble. And I know they're here today, and this is a full circle of my life because I don't know when was the last time they saw me on the stage. Well, let me tell you, when I was an 11-year-old kid in a small town, Hubli, I did not know how to speak English. And speaking English was made compulsory, and I used to resist it because I never wanted to speak in English. But today I'm proud that I've come a long way. But you also need to know some facts. That I was very average in education. I was very low with my self-confidence. And why I'm saying all of this is because it's very important for us to accept our failures. And when I was a small 11-year-old kid, I had no clue of what I need to pursue in life. To be very honest, my life had no goals. Until a teacher, Miss Vanishri ma'am, told me that, Chetan, you have the potential. You just have to work hard. And that work hard became my philosophy of life. I started to work hard. And that phase is all about 1 equals 1. Now, please relate with me and think, is this something which happened with you? I was told, be happy with what you have. Don't dream beyond your limits. पैर उतना ही फैलाओ जितनी चादर हो. Focus on studies and pass your exams, period. That's it. I had no more idea of what I want to become in my life. And at a point in my life when I was 11-year-old, my parents decided to put me to a boarding school. Imagine this kid who is filled with life. He wants to only play sports. An outdoor kid wanting to play sports is being put to a residential school, a boarding school where everything now becomes strict by the rules, right? Which I never followed. Now, this is where the story becomes interesting. I know it is not short of a Bollywood movie. Ishan Nandakishore Avasthi, I have cried all night. I remember how much I loved my parents and I was missing all of that. And that's exactly what I felt, that now I need to do something. In that age, right, you really have no idea what you want in your life. But that was the time when I was very negative, in a way where I never saw clarity in my life. But one beautiful thing happened. We were told to write letters to parents. I used to get that inland letter. There were 2 letters that we could write, one to the parent and you could write it to someone else. And that's when my love for writing started. I started to put all my emotions into a piece of paper. So my favorite thing during those days when I was 12, 13 was writing. I started to write everything about life. Can you believe a 12-year-old asking what's the purpose of life? I did ask. Because when you are away from home and you have a lot of time for yourself, not knowing what to do in life, that was my question. Though I didn't have the answer till I turned 14, 15, probably this was the phase of survival mindset. You getting what I'm saying? Is just to survive and be there and don't do anything extraordinary. Sports and travel have been defining me all through in my life. Believe me, a lot of my learnings have been around sports and travel. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more interesting stories. But this moment in 2012 is when I became an entrepreneur. When I came back from this surviving, I realized I want to live with absolute freedom. Freedom to do what I want to do and be able to kind of make some impact to the world. But impact was more about the experiences for people, right? And life was getting interesting because I started to travel the world. Imagine this person who started to kind of traveling the world. My perspectives changed. And when you meet more people, you realize that life has so much to teach you. And my learnings got better, where I found my second phase, where I realized, hey, listen, I think 1 equals 1 is not working well, right? Let's say I need to do something more. I had my dream list. Believe me, I had written all of that. This watch, that car. That's the way I believed in this phase where it was a hustle mindset, right? More the merrier, build a unicorn, make more money, work hard, get home, car, travel the world. I said yes to everything possible. And this was the phase 2 of my life. And in this phase, I figured out as I was trying to achieve more and more, more and more, more and more, I was chasing something which I didn't know what. Can you guys relate with me? If you can relate with me, just understand the fact that COVID happened. And during COVID, I remember 2020, the travel business got shut almost where we knew that there's nothing more left in travel. And I decided, like a risk taker always, I started one more business. I put all the money in the business. And that also shut because we didn't have enough money. We could not raise funds. And we said, this was my phase. Amazing, exciting with traveling around the world, made enough money, but burnt everything and realized that there was a point in life where nothing seems to be going your way. And June 2021, because of a lot of stress and bad eating habits and something that I didn't follow, I realized that I was detected with facial paralysis, which to me hit so hard that I was not able to eat the food with a spoon, right? My wife just spotted that and I was like shocked. And I was like, how can this happen with me? Because I was the guy who was researching about the mind the most. And I knew psychology in a way where I was always trying to pursue life with positivity. And for some reason, in 2021, things shattered. I need to tell you that it was the lowest phase of life. Golf happened to me in 2015. And this was the person who actually got it to me. Amit Punjabi was instrumental in giving me this game. I never chose golf in my life. The game chose me. In 2015, when I first held the club, I played. Amit had told me one thing. This game is for you. You should pursue this. And I didn't know why he meant to say this. I said, okay, let me try it. It was helping me, keep myself aware of it. He gave me his golf set. He gave me a membership. He connected me to a coach. I started taking the game a little bit serious because of Amit Punjabi. Now, why am I telling you the story is because in October 2021, I was at KGA playing a tournament. And later through the day, I come back. I was supposed to meet him the next day. I get a message. Amit has passed away. I'm telling you that there are times in life when you realize that you have dreamt a big dreams. You want to achieve a lot of things, but there's one friend with you who's always backing you. Imagine that person is no more with you. All the plans seem to be just shattered. And this is in the month of October 2021. After that day, I remember I could not speak to people. I stopped being in public forums, stopped meeting people. And I was at the lowest time of my life because I'm a very outgoing person. I like to meet people. I like to talk. I did not do that at all. And my wife told me, hey, listen, I think you need to go play golf. Just get to the golf course. The only place where I felt I was finding answers was the golf course. And for something, I was able to hear the resonance and I said, okay, there is something, there's a calling coming in. And the one voice that I could hear was this phase. The phase which I call the growth mindset. Where in this phase, the one was actually more important than two, more bigger than the two. I think it is a bit difficult for you guys to learn this today, but it is all with realization of life, what matters to you. It's no wrong to go chase for things that mean to you a lot more. But during this phase, let me tell you what was very important, right? The growth mindset, because these are the discussions I had with Amit. Let go of what doesn't matter. I lost a lot of friends in the whole process. People who meant to me are there and they're here right now with me. And then I started to invest in myself because I figured out physically fit and mentally fit is more important than anything else. And that's a very important message I like to give. While again, someone also mentioned about focus on the process. Results will take care of you. Believe me, guys, this is where I'm standing today. I may not have the results of what I had thought where 2 is bigger than 1, where 2, all the success which measured by money and other things. But fundamentally, if you're in the right track, you're actually going to achieve success. So the choice is in your hands. Do you want to live life when life throws challenges to you with the survival mindset, saying, okay, I'll just survive, just take it 1 equals 1, or the hustle mindset, aggressive, go for it, where you feel 2 is larger than 1, right? It's an approach you want to take, or you want to focus on the things that matter to you. People, the space, the mind, the phone. Believe me, phone is also an extension of you today. You're all, so much of data, so much of content is with you, but you don't have time. But what's the most important thing in your life today, as per the book and as per the growth mindset, is time. This moment that we are here right now is more important than anything else. For me, this is what I learned over a period of time. So now, like I promised you, I will give you the second part, which is I will help you simplify your life in 3 simple steps. Are you with me? So let's understand what is it. Just do this exercise with your life. 1, the first thing you need to do is subtract, eliminate, reduce what's not working in your life. Just look at your space, wherever you live, wherever you work. Just eliminate things that are not required. Simplify as much as possible. Remove that are not required. If you have not been using something for the longest, remove it. It could be people as well. I'm not saying like completely remove, just be able to kind of select what is required and what is not required, and you can give away the rest of it, right? So subtract what is not helping you. And when I mean by subtract, I was just talking to someone, right? It also means with food. We eat so much junk these days. If you're eating a lot, try and reduce a little bit. Can you at least do that? I know I can't ask you quit a lot of things, but reduce. If you are doing 10, just do it 8. But build this practice of minimizing what is not helping you though, right? But which you can't quit. The second one is you at least have to quit one thing. Decide what that is. If there's something that's not helping you, you have to quit. And that's the commitment you need to make. And I made that commitment to myself of not investing my time with a lot of negative people. I stopped talking to negative people, and I cannot handle negative conversation or anything of that sort. So you got to understand what you want to quit, and that's the commitment you have to make. And the third thing is addition. Add something new, because this is a dream that I probably must have had 20 years since, or people who've seen that. You always have that wish list, right? Build an habit. If you don't have the confidence to speak on stage, practice with a group of 4 people, 5 people. Build some new habit. It could be even learning a new sport. I believe golf was a new sport to me, which I never wanted to play. I always felt this is not for me. But today I'm happy that Amit gave me this sport. And I'm doing all of this because we had a promise made, which is to simplify life and find your purpose. I would like to kind of take this next 2 minutes to kind of summarize that my purpose in life is very clear, that I have got more than what I asked for, because as a child who's just 11 years old, my dreams were as low as just wanting to have a great life, keep playing sport, stay fit, and just be with parents and family which loves me. Today, when so much of success and so much of joy and so much of community has been supporting me, I feel it's my responsibility to give back. And that's the reason why I started this social impact company, where we enable people to facilitate good to the society. So ultimate thing is you need to simplify your life and find your purpose. I hope this has helped you. And if so, make sure that life is not complicated. Life is simple. Life is beautiful. It's just in our hands to make it that way. With that, thank you so much, guys.